Okay, so first is process of human resource planning. Only I will just run with the points because we have already dealt with all the topics by now. Yeah, first is analyzing the corporate and unit level strategies. Okay, it is a process analyzing the corporate and unit level strategies. Every industry has got its own kind of a parameter, its own kind of a need and requirement. It needs a different kind of personnel to work in their organization. Okay, so it is nothing but it has to be aligned with the corporate requirements, and also it has to be there according to the unit in which we are working. Okay, that's why there is a difference between a home, one home to the other home. There is a difference between one organization to the other organization. That's why there will be something called an orientation, an induction program, through which what happens, they will acquaint you with what are the requirements and what is the kind of do's and don'ts which they want in their organization. Okay, with this they will make you a part of their organization, and also their expectation is in line with what they have given you in terms of orientation or induction. Next is demand forecasting the overall human resource requirements in accordance with the organizational plans. Okay, first is demand forecasting. So here the overall human requirements, what is from the journey of you entering into the organization, they will also give you an inclination or an idea as to in a matter of 1 year what will be your position, in a matter of 5 years what will be your position, what are all the other kinds of wage requirements which they are going to satisfy in terms of your job prospects. Okay, all these things are also forecasting. So process of human resource planning is not only to achieve the objectives of the organization, but also to achieve the individual objectives of the individual or the employee in an organization. Both have to align together. Only then we can work together with an organization. Next is supply forecasting. The third process is supply forecasting. They will obtain the data and information. Where do we get the employees from, and what is the kind of the inventory or the contribution and various other things through which the human resources are sucked into one particular inventory. Next is, okay, write down supply forecasting. Next is estimating the net human resource requirements. Okay, so human resources, when they are getting absorbed into an organization, a company, and we are all going for placements, so they'll say we are going to take 20 students from St. Anne's, or they will say our requirement is 200 students for this particular job opportunity. That means, what does it mean? They already know what they want. They are having a clarity of thought. In place of 10, they don't recruit 20, they don't recruit 50, they recruit only 10, and they also keep standby of certain number of students, because just in case if they have not joined, they will keep few others in line and in the waiting list. So what does it mean? Human resource requirements is according to a particular estimation for an organization. They don't absorb too many people, because it becomes a chaos and it won't try to give the objective which is supposed to be achieved in an organization. Next is, it also has a future surplus and plan for redeployment and retrenchment and layoff. Okay, so what does that mean? When we are joining any organization, there is always a scope for us to continue, or the company or you yourself also have an idea that you do not want to continue with that organization. Okay, either of the ways we have to part from that particular institution. So there is a kind of a layoff from the side of the company, or retrenchment, or there can be people who are leaving the organization. All this also becomes a process. So it is, when a company comes to a college like ours or any other institution, they spend lots of money, girls. It's not easy for them to just come and recruit individuals. It's not like they have just walked in. There is a lot of pre and post employment employment, what do you call, recruitment process which keeps happening, and it is constituting to
Ma'am,
have. Yes,
ma'am,
Katya.
let's say a company wants 10 they have 10 vacancies and they want 10 like people, 10 personnel. Apart from the salaries that they offer to them, what else costs, what costs do they have to incur, ma'am?
What cost they have to incur?
Yeah, like you said, like, there is so much of financial, there are so many costs that they have to incur to hire people.
Yes. Why? Because the moment you are, when the company is coming to our college, say in the month of December, okay. So before that, it has to try and have a kind of tie-offs from with various colleges and institutions. Okay, and then it has to create a program. It has to see what is the kind of a time frame in which it is supposed to come to a college to recruit our students. Are the student community available at that time? Are their employees ready to conduct those interviews? And when they are conducting these also, they need to have certain programs. They have to see all the screen tests. They have to ask for the applications. They have to scrutinize the applications. All this is a process. Okay. Once all
Ma'am,
this.
in this entire process, the only thing that they have to invest is time, right? How is money related to this?
Why not? When HR department is doing something in an college. When it comes to a college, it has got lot of planning. It has to go. Say, for example, the company is coming from another destination. It is coming from another city. So, do they have to see that their workforce are properly well placed in any kind of a, hotel or various other places? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, in our college, by and large, what is happening? You're asked to come to the AV room. But there are certain companies which ask these, students to come for a workshop or a training, and they place them in one particular hotel or in one particular training center, and keep them for at least a week or 3 days, and try to assign certain kinds of technology oriented games or kind of workshops or kind of what do you call it, assessment tests which they do, or certain amount of verbatim kind of documentation which they have to do, or they will be giving them some kind of a tool through which they have to work on. Okay, after the end of 3 days, they will try to see and assess who is qualified for that particular post. It all gets. And in certain organization, what do? They will even take the students for a training and conduct an internship and then recruit the people. Is that all also happening? Yes, internships. Okay, paid internships are also there. Do you know that there are paid internships?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, so yes, okay, these are all the things, girls. Is they practically just see how the engineering students are getting absorbed into organizations. There is lot of money which goes. Okay, my daughter also had gone to Bombay. She stayed for almost 45 days in one particular training center, and they were every day there was some kind of an assessment, and they realized that by the end of 2 days there is some kind of parameter through which they were all assessed, and some of them were gifted laptops, and some of them were given some high end Android phones and various kinds of Amazon vouchers and all those things. What is all that? It's nothing but try to create a I told you, the world's in a teacup. Okay, by this what will happen, the new enthusiasm starts flowing in, and they keep on performing better and better. Okay, and by the end of it, they have to retain those people, retain those students whom they have trained. If not, what will happen? There will be out in the industry, there can be another company which comes forward and tries to create a different kind of a interview process through which these students can get more inclined to join that particular organization. Then the whole hard efforts which are put in to recruit these people, train them, they go and perform better and go for a better salary there. What happens? This is the biggest misfortune for the company, which has already taken so much of pain to train this personnel. Does it happen? Yes,
Yes,
it happens.
that's
Yes. Okay. If you have to go by examples, no, I can go for another 1 hour. Okay, so many things keep happening, girls. It's not easy. Especially, just imagine if Kachani is given a very good salary and she is recruited for any organization for, say, for example, 7 lakhs, and immediately there is another opportunity in the college and some other company comes for 10 lakhs. Will you say, I am wedded to this 7 lakhs company and I will not even go and peep there? Would you say that? Would you say that?
no, we can't say that.
Never. That doesn't mean that you're wrong, you're bad. It is you are looking at your prospects because you have the caliber, you have the capacity, you
Yeah,
have the.
but we look irresponsible there.
Yes. Okay, it all comes like that. Okay, and we cannot mistake anybody for that matter, isn't it? Prospects are always important, right? Do you understand? It goes, HR spends lots of money on all these things, girls. Okay, companies don't care for this. They want the best personnel for their organization. And there are certain organizations where people, employees who are working in that organization are the most sought after employees into the other organization. If you are working in this particular company, then you are the right person. We are going to take you without even any training or without any kind of an induction program. Okay, you will walk into the other company like that. Okay, this happens as we grow in our opportunities, as we grow in our experience and kind of a job prospects into the industry. You will find such things keep happening. Okay, these are all some things which are very very uh, highly happening in the business industry. Okay, process of human resource planning. We'll stop here, girls. I'm going exceeding the time already. 5 minutes exceeded. Okay, we'll continue in tomorrow's class. Okay, bye,
Ma'am,
girls.
tomorrow I'll be giving a presentation.
Tomorrow, do we have a class? Wait.
Tomorrow is Saturday, ma'am.
Yeah, and with this online and offline classes, I'm missing my class, girls. Okay, that's my botheration. I will take care how to handle it. Right. Okay, girls. See you in tomorrow's class. I've already marked your online attendance. I will take care. Okay. Bye, girls.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.